This time the quick speed shot, I'm in the pole barn, the floor is curing, so now I'm going to work on smaller details, like using this galvanized metal to put a nice detail on the bottom of the wall. I'm a professional, don't try this at home. Okay, as you can see here, I've got plywood up on the wall. This is 3/4 inch plywood that I got they're thrown away at work. It was used for concrete forms. I took the concrete side and I flipped it around, put the good side out. There's studs between the back side here. But I'm making a chair rail, and if you've ever been like in a Chipotle restaurant, they got galvanized tin down at the bottom. Well, bam, that's what I'm gonna do here. So I went to the metal store where I bought the sheet metal for the barn, and I got some 5-rib galvanized metal panels here, and this is going to be the what do you call it, the lower section of this wall. So I'm simply going to take this, I've already got my J-channel here nailed to the wall, come up in here like this, get in there, this is going to be what it's going to look like. It's going to have galvanized down here. If this gets dinged up and scratched, it won't rust or won't show. Like the painted panels will scratch easily. So this galvanized, if it gets scratches out, you're not really going to tell. So what I got is I got 33 sheets of this cut out, 45 inches wide. It leaves it about 1.5 inches from the floor. Just covered up the bottom of the plywood. And I'm just going to simply screw it probably here and here, probably about 1 foot down either way, and just screw these panels on, go all the way around the building, and put a lower section of metal. As you can see here, this says cover sheet. This is the top panel that they sent out. It's actually not damaged. So I'm going to save this for a piece, so I get an extra one for free. Man, it is echoey in here. Echo, echo. So these come all cut and stacked up. They're sharp, so careful. Alright, so my first piece here, this first edge, because I'm right here at this doorway, I want to cut this first rib off so I can get the nice flat panel here, and also cut the J-channel up here. Notch it and bend this back in so there's no sharp edge sticking out, because you can catch it when you're coming around the door. And it'll be a nice way to, once I trim this door out with trim, I can wrap it around on the smooth metal edge surface. So I'm going to take the tin snips and cut this edge off. So I've gone ahead and I've symmetrically measured the panels. I've gone down 10 inches from the top and 10 inches up from the bottom, and that'll give me my screw placement. And these are kind of just decorative, so I ain't going to take a lot of screws to hold them on the wall. So this will be fine. The J-channel up here will hold the top edge in, and then the 2 lower screws, it'll be perfect. So I've gone ahead and marked out. You can do like a chalk line. You can drill these ahead of time. I'm just eyeballing them in with a tape measure, 10 inches, making a little mark with a marker, and then I'll hit it with a screw when it gets ready. So this first panel is going to be ready to install as soon as I trim this edge off. Alright, so I cut my edge off here, and it's still extremely sharp. This stuff's like a razor blade, so you gotta be careful. But I'll probably put a little strip of duct tape on this to keep it safe. But the way I want to mount this to the wall is I'm gonna take a nail, roofing nail here, and I'm gonna use it to mount this edge so I can be on a trim later. So what I want to do is get the panel up on the edge here. Get up there. Kind of hold it up with my knee. I just want to get a starter nail in here. Get my sheet metal back where it's going to be. I'm just going to try to eyeball it up. I put on like mechanic's glove because this stuff is sharp. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it about in line with the screws. I'm just going to sink a roofing nail. I'm going to leave it loose for now so I can adjust it. So when I come over here, you see now that I can move the panel like this. I'm going to take my level and put a level on this edge and just make sure this is where it's got to be before I put a second second screw in it. This channel or the J channel up here should be level, but I want to make sure I get it going here first. The screws I'm using here are a galvanized 1-inch screw, self-tapping right into the wood. It'll cut right through the metal, and it'll simply use the screw gun and drive it right in here, just like that. All right, I just got a torpedo level here. Because these panels are so short, a torpedo level is going to be fine. If you're doing like a 12-foot long panel, you want a 4 or 6-foot level. But I can get this up in here and hold it on there and see how it looks. It looks good if I go all the way tight to the chair like I thought. So now what I do is screw. Simply going to hold the panel tight. I'll be in the way, but hold the panel tight, then I can just drive the screw right through it. Hold on. Don't get your glove stuck under it. Now these have a rubber washer on them, so I'm just going to go down to the rubber, starts to squish. Whoop. You have a screw gun you can set to a predetermined torque. It's nice. I'm just using this regular screw gun, but I'm watching the panel. So that is there. Check for level again. Looking good. Now you can go and screw, if you want to get some panels vertical, the best thing to do is to hang a bunch of these panels with like one screw in them to make sure that you get them lined up and you can adjust them. They should lay in here good, but I'm going to go ahead and just put one screw in like this, probably 2 per panel to hold them there, and work my way across a couple of panels and then go through it and screw them all in. But I'll just show you real fast what it's going to look like. Just like that. Bam. So you can see it's installed. This panel's shiny, so you can see where the dimple where the screw is, where it's held in tight. Usually on the painted outside panels, you'll see a little deflection, but it's not as noticeable as the shiny galvanized panel. But this panel is installed. I'll go ahead and I'm just going to wait to put the bottom screws in until I get a couple more strung out, like I said. So I'll get the next panel and we'll go down the way. I abandoned my gloves because they were getting caught up on the screws and it was hard to hold on to things. So you got to be really careful. This stuff is extremely sharp, like I said. But right here you see this piece has writing on it. This is to show you that this is the piece that goes under, and the next piece goes over top of it, like this. In there. And it lays down over that existing lip there to make a new transition. So I have this next piece slid into place here. I'm just looking at the joint. The joint appears to be good. I'm going to go ahead and put the first screw in here, and this will allow me to be able to get up there. Keep it adjusted. There we go. I'm careful, this could fall down. Oh, that's good. There we go. I got safety glasses on because these screws could fly out and hit me in the eyeball. That would suck. So I got a bunch of chain fall chains in the way. That's handy. I like to work around obstacles. So you check for a level here. Let's get up top. because these panels are so small, it's easy to do. Put this down. I like to bump the screw gun to get them going, so it's just not screwing away at a high rate of speed. I'm gonna go ahead and run a couple in since I'm right here so I don't get too carried away. But if you didn't put all the screws in, you can just put a couple in and snap a chalk line across here instead of measuring every one, and that'll be a lot easier, a lot faster. I just like to mark every one that's because that's the way I like to do it. I'm gonna throw it in the bottom here at the seam. There to lock that down. Perfect. Okay, I got my panels installed here till my J-channel runs out. And my floor is pretty level, or it should be really level. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a reference mark here, 46.5. So I'm gonna come down the wall 10 foot, which is the length of these pieces. And put another mark, 46.5. Those give me an eyeball reference mark for being level. There's 10 foot. Here. That's just give me a reference mark. I'll use the level to straighten it out. So the reason they call this J channel is it looks like a J. So I've gone ahead and attached this to the wall with roofing nails. So I've already pre-poked my nail here because this thing's kind of hard to hold up when it's 10 feet here. So I'm just simply going to line it up with the existing piece. I'm just going to hold it up, eyeball it. Just going to put a nail on the stud over here to hold this up. Just give me something to hold it up to. With that nail, I can use that nail to hold her up like that. I can come over here and get right where it's got to be, line it up good. Another flush. I'm just going to start that nail for now. That's loud. And then come over here with my level with my reference mark down the way. You're right about there. Check my level again, looks good. I'm just going to go ahead and run my J channel out down as far as I can before I have to cut it for the corner, and I can bang a bunch more of these panels in here. Bam, check it out. Got the whole piece done all the way down. The last panel down there, I just got to extend the J molding there, but the panel's going to fit perfect up to the corner. I won't even have to trim it. And then I'll just cut down a piece here when I'm done. I'm going to do all the cutting at the end. I'll piece in a piece there. And then we got a short center wall here, another corner over here. And we got 40 foot of wall all the way down here, and then about a 10-foot section of wall here to finish off. So I'm really happy the way it's coming out. It looks freaking mint. It's got a nice galvanized detail down there. It's going to be awesome. Now on the corner here of the wall, I've taken the trim and I've cut a 45-degree angle on it and just laid the pieces together. I also cut a 45-degree angle on here so there's no sharp edge on this by the door here. But I've got this laid on out here, and the last piece of the metal, it's noisy. I had to notch it just here in the corner just a little bit to clear just a little bit of the plywood. It should lay right in here. just fine. It just happened out that it worked perfectly to fit right tight to the corner. So I'll leave this here, then I'm going to trim the rib off the next piece and just stick it back in behind here. This will make my corner. But it worked out good for filling this out. Over here between the two back doors, I've got two panels laid out, and I played around with the spacing and I've slid them around so they're symmetrical, and I'm going to trim them off here. They'll come on this hard edge of the plywood here. Turns out between the two smaller ribs here, I'm going to trim it down both sides, and they'll make this symmetrical for the center of the wall. Probably not that it really matters, but I got to use two panels anyways. I got to trim one or trim them both, so I'm just going to do it symmetrically so it'll look better. When I get over to the far corner over here, I've got a conduit coming up that stubs out going outside. It's buried and just capped off. That's for electric. If I want to run another building outside, I can have a way to get electric over to it. So I got a 2-inch conduit, or 1.5-inch conduit buried going to that. But I need to put a piece of plywood down there. You see where the insulation is? I got to cut a piece of OSB to put on there. So I'm not going to do that now and start coming down here and all the way down. I'll probably start and run the long dimension first and then do the corner piece over here, do that last. But we're kicking it out. It's about half done now. Bam, there we go, all nice and centered up there between the doors. It looks good. Came out mint. And there's the corner over there all wrapped around nice. So everything looks good here. Bam, all the way down. So I'm just going to continue working down around. I'm going to kick out the rest of the building here. I should have enough material. I ordered one extra sheet, so I should have enough to finish it up, but it's looking good. I like the look of it. And get this done, I can move into, I think next time, I'm going to start working on some electric, running some more conduit, getting the light fixtures mounted up permanently, get the light switch functional, get some outlets wired up, and then I can start moving up some shelves, and by the time the floor is ready to drive on, I'll be ready to move the cars back into here. So I guess that's for now. I'll continue on getting this done and get it kicked on out. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm putting out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Hit the bell for alerts, tell your friends, and I'll see you right back here in the new Quick Speed shop, working on my new shop. Bam.